Hello everyone, we are at GITEX Global 2022. I'm your host Rabab Zehra from TECHx Media. As a guest today I have with me Tausif Sayyed. He is Director of Big Data and Data Analytics at Spire Solutions. So let's speak with Tausif and get to know more about their company and his viewpoint on big data. So
thank you for having me here. Yep.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us. So Tausif, let's start with talking about what is modern ecosystem of data and digital and how Spire Data helps in this space.
Okay, that's a great thing. So we are all aware that the new normal today is there's nothing normal. Post-COVID, things have changed so rapidly that we cannot be certain about anything today. And that has created a big void in terms of technology, because we cannot be certain about what's going to happen today or what is available today is something which is suitable or relatable for next future. And that's why we want to accelerate, innovate, right? Now, innovation is more about two things. You want to bring in creativity, but also with a plan of execution. And that's the digital footprint which we're looking at. What Spire Data does it, we bring in innovative or let's say modernized approach of data analytics to help companies accelerate their digital analytics or digital transformation via data. In short, that's what we do.
That's interesting. So moving forward, what are your views on big data?
Oh, very interesting question. What happened, like in last few years, there was a big wave. Everybody was talking that, okay, I need to have each and every footprint of data within my premise on my data warehouse or data lake. But what they really didn't see is the small data is also important, because it's a journey of like perfection or of having everything. But if you look at the decision makers, what they are interested in is the decision to make now. I cannot wait to have everything together and then start making decision. Sometimes it's not important to have something like 6.24. I'm more than happy to have 5 to 10 range kind of answer. So big data, yes, it's important, but small data is important too. So when we talk about businesses, they need to also focus on small data. Small data is the data which is more relevant to take quick decisions. Now, when you talk about big data, definitely it is needed to bring in something as an ecosystem which might be used for a wider audience. But it's a combination of two.
That's great. So my next question is about synthetic data. What is happening in this space and what is your opinion on it?
Very good. So as I said, right, that big data is important because you need to cover wider range of variations in terms of analytics. Let's take an example, like when we talk about Tesla or when we talk about Google Translation. Now we don't have that kind of ecosystem where we have we can collect all the data together. If I'm building a translator of Brazilian or Portuguese language, what happens? You cannot actually collect all that regional accents or even the slangs which would be important for you when you're translating it. So how you can do that? Simple, synthetic data. There are a lot of auto generators and synthetic data available which would allow you to have that variation so that you can achieve better accuracy when the results are coming out.
Right.
Imagine Tesla. So what Tesla does it? Do you think that Tesla has each and every footprint of roadways which are available across the world? No. They generate it, and when they generate it, they run their models into thousands of iterations so that they can have a better route or better way of navigating within different cities. This is all possible through synthetic data. Today, not many organizations are really on synthetic data, but trust me, by 2026 or 2028, we might be completely dealing big data in synthetic data. So that's the near future I'm talking about.
That's interesting. So last but not least, please tell us about governance and privacy.
Okay, this term is picking up quite good momentum in our region as well, because we all are getting aware that, okay, my data is available for everybody, but I still own my data. I still control my data, right? When I talk about my, is like it's me, you, or any other user who is either sharing some kind of information with any of the entities, right? And governance and privacy have to come together. Now, I'll speak one at a time. So privacy is something which is secondary, but let's talk about governance. When we're talking about analytics, when we're talking about using synthetic data, we will need to control the inflow and the outflow of the data, right? Through applications, through analytics. You don't want any of the data getting accessed by people, and that might lead to a privacy issue. That's where these two have to come together, because we all are aware that by 2024, there might be almost 6 to 7 GB of every person's personal data available for analytics. Let's say like today when you go and you type in on Instagram, I like this, you might start getting Google ads on it. Or you type in a search on a YouTube and you start getting Insta ads on it. which is sometimes good. You find it, okay, I'm getting a relevant content to me, but sometimes it's a violation of your privacy because you don't want that context to be shared to another platform. So privacy and governance will go hand to hand. How you control your data is going to be very critical. So Spire has built a very end-to-end framework, but it all starts with classification. We help organizations to classify, build a complete layer to define that what data has to be shared, what data has to be transformed, and how it has to be managed end-to-end. So we help with this framework all our enterprise customers to manage not only the data from a privacy perspective, but overall governance of it. And we do it in a very niche and I would say very effective manner.
That's very, very interesting. And thank you so much for sharing this valuable information with us, with our viewers. Hope everyone will enjoy listening to Tausif's viewpoint on big data and analytics. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to TECHx to know more about what is happening at GITEX Technology Week 2022. Goodbye.